Yeah, good morning everyone. I hope my voice is audible for everyone. I will start my session. I will share my screen and then I will start my session. Okay, fine. So last session we started operators. What does it mean by operators? So operators are the symbols which will use to which will tell to compiler at the compilation time to perform some operation. Okay. So normally you can remember operator is the symbol. In the operator we will be having like classification like first one is the arithmetic operators, and I would say next thing is, so last session we discussed about the arithmetic operators, and after this assignment operators, and after this we'll be having assignment operators, after this relational operators, or we can say comparison operators also, and next thing we have logical operators logical operators, and after that we have I would say new also keyword, so which is also an operator. So we will discuss about the new operator itself, new operator, and then next thing is dot operator submitter. Yeah, next thing is dot operator. This one is dot operator. So we'll try to understand these operators. Operators concept is very easy, and it is the very important. It is the very important. It is the very important. Like wherever you go, like most of them are like some programs are related to logical thinking. If you want to put it this logical thinking, we need to learn the concepts like operators, operators, and then control statements, control statements, control statements. So if you are good at these two concepts, then you are strong at the logical thinking. You are strong at the logical thinking. So we'll try to, like last session we discussed about the arithmetic operators and assignment operators. Today we'll discuss about the relational operators and logical operators. So these topics are very easy. We'll try to understand one by one. So I will open MS Paint. So through that we'll go and we'll see one by one. Relational operator, or it have the one other name also, relational operator. It has one name also, relational, or we can say comparison operators, or we can say comparison operators. We can say operator, comparison operator. So under this relational or comparison operators, what are the operators we have? So we'll try to understand. We'll try to understand. First one is the less than, and second one is the less than or equals to, and third one is the greater than, and fourth one is the greater than or equals to, and I would say next one is double equals to and not equals to, not equals to. So in like in purpose perspective of relational or comparison operators, if you like in the interview perspective, they will ask the regular question is, what is the difference between the single equals and what is the single equals and double equals. So this is the regular question. What is the difference between the single equals and double equals? So single equals is used for assigning the value to the variable. For example, if I mention like this, int a equal to 10, here value is available under the I would say right hand side. This value is we are assigning to the variable. So in such case we will use Equals. Equal is the operator which is used to assign the value to the variable. Assign value to the variable. So in case of double equals, so double equals is the operator which is used to comparison. For example, if I mention like this, 10 equal to 10, so what it is doing, double equals, when you are mentioning the double equals, it is comparison between two values. So like if it is okay, then it will tell true, and if it is false, then it will tell the false. Double equals is which is used to compare between two values, comparison between the two values, comparison between the two values. And single equals which is used to assign the value to the variable, assign the value to the variable. This much is clear. In the interview perspective, this is the regular question. What is the difference between the single equals and double equals? Single equals which is used to assign the value to the variable. Double equals which is used to comparison between the two values. Comparison between the two values. You can see here the example. 10 is available under the right, I would say right hand side. So we are assigning this value, some variable. This is the container. So how will you assigning with the help of operator? So equals is the one operator. With the help of this operator, we are assigning the value to the variable, where we are assigning the value to the variable. In the same way, whenever you mention the double equals, we are comparison between the, you can like with the help of double equals, you can check the comparison, you can check the comparison. So you can say this is the like a regular question. What is the difference between the single equals and double equals? What is the difference between the single equals and double equals? So these symbols you have already aware. This one is the less than, less than or equals, greater than or equals, double equals, not equals, not equals. So whenever you doing the operations on the these operators, these always will give the value boolean values, boolean values. Either it will give the true, either it will give the false, either it will give the true, either it will give the false. So relational or comparison operators always will return the boolean values, always it will returns the boolean values. So it will check the condition. If it is okay, then it will give the true. If it is not, then it will give the false. Relational operators always which will give the boolean values only, boolean values only. Under the relational operators will comes under the operators are like less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, double equals to, and not equals to, not equals to. In the same way, next thing, are you clear with this point? Like relational operators. So next I will go with logical operators. I will go with the logical operators. So under the logical operators category will comes like AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator, and NOT operator, NOT operator. This is the AND symbol, and this one is the OR symbol. This one is NOT symbol. This one is NOT symbol. This one is the AND symbol. This one is the OR symbol, and this one is the NOT symbol. NOT symbol. Like we'll try to understand the logical example with the some real-time scenarios. For example, everybody are login with Gmail. Everybody are login with Gmail. At the time of giving the Gmail, it will ask the password and ID. It will ask password and ID. ID. Whenever the password and ID, the both are like the both are true, then only your Gmail will be login. Your Gmail will be login. If not, your Gmail won't login. Won't login. So in the same way, In such cases, we are using the logical operators in the same way. Whenever the both conditions are true, then the login will be, I would say Gmail will be login. In case also you can observe Gmail, if you want to log in with the Gmail, like at the time, it will ask the password and ID. If you, like I would say, if you give the correct credentials, then the Gmail will be login. Gmail will be, Gmail will be login. If not, Gmail won't login. Won't login. Like whenever the both conditions is true, then only we will go for the and operators. So I will tell the scenarios. Currently you can try to understand this one. If you want to log in with the Gmail, you can able to give the password and ID. Whenever you give the password and ID correct credentials, then only the Gmail will be login. Then only the Gmail will be login. In the same way, for example, if I take the some OTT platforms like Netflix. For example, if I want to log in with the Netflix, so can I log in with Gmail, and I can log in with mobile number also. Mobile number also. I would say mobile number also. In this case, either one is true, then the Netflix will be open. In this case, either one is true, then the Netflix will be open. If you log in, you can log in with the Gmail, then you can able to log in with the, you can able to access with the Netflix. You can try to log in with the mobile also. Either one is you have the access. Either one you have like Gmail or mobile number. You can able to access the Netflix. You can able to access the Netflix. Netflix. So this for understanding logical table, logical operators will be having the truth table. Like in the 10th standards, we have the truth table in the max syllabus. Like the same table I will draw, then you know we'll get the clarity. The first one is the, I would say, and operator. And operator. The symbol is like this. Second one is the second one is the or operator. The symbol is should be like this. And third one is the not. Not. So the symbol is should be like this. The symbol is should be like this. Now, what are the inputs we will give? First one is I would say I will take another color. True, true, and true, false, false, true, and false, false. So in the same way, what are the inputs for the or operator? Also the same inputs. Like first one is the true, 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 false, and third one false, true, false, 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 false. These are the inputs for the or operator. These are the input for the or operator. Okay. Next, like these are the input. If you take the true, then what will be the output? If you take the false, then what will be the output? What will be the output? You can observe AND operator. Whenever the both conditions are true, then it will give the true value. If either among those two like inputs, if any input is false, then it will return the false. And you can check here, among those two inputs, either one is false, also it will give the false. Here also it will give the false. So AND condition is whenever both conditions is true, then it will be true. In the same way you can observe here, Gmail also, whenever the both credentials are true, then the Gmail will be open. If not, the Gmail won't open. Clear with this point? So in the I would say in the AND operator also, whenever the both conditions is true, whenever the both conditions is true, like whenever the both inputs are true, then we will get the true value. If among those any input is false, then it will return the false value. It will return the false value. So this is the example for like if you are trying with the Gmail, whenever the both conditions are true, then it will be open. If not, if any input is wrong, then the Gmail won't log in. Gmail won't log in. Okay. Clear with this point? And table, yeah, you guys are clear? And table. These are the inputs for the AND operator. True, true. These are the inputs. True, false, false, true, false, false. Whenever the two inputs are true, like correct, then only it will return the truth. If not, remaining all are false. Okay. Next, OR operator. OR operator. So in case of OR operator, among those two, one is among those two, one is true, then it will return the true. For example, if you give the correct initials also, for example, if I go for the Netflix, if I go for the Netflix, so when you are trying to log in with the Netflix, like if you are giving like the both inputs are correct, then also it will open. Among those two, we will like for example, you will give the one correct input also, it will be login. So such kind of like real time scenarios are comes under the OR operator. So if I give the both inputs are true, then I will get the true. I will get the true as a result. And if I give the among those two, if I give any one is the true, any one credential is correct, then my Netflix will be login. And here also, if I give any among those two inputs, if I give any one is true, then my Netflix will be open. But if I give the two inputs are wrong, then Netflix will be won't open. Won't open. This is clear for everyone. OR operator is for like whenever any one condition is true, then OR operator. So in case of Gmail, two inputs should be correct. That is the mandatory. If you want when like if you go for the AND operator, the two inputs should be correct. And when will you go for the Netflix, among those two inputs, one input should be correct. If second input is not correct also, it will be login. It will be login. So in the same way, it will be having the truth table. You can see here, if you give the both inputs, then it will be login. Among those, if you give the one input is true, then it will be login. It will be login. If you exam in our mobile application, we'll be having we can like Swiggy, you can take Swiggy, we can take the Zomato. All are working with the OR operator only. We can log in with the mobile. We can log in with the mobile like mail also. If you forgot the Gmail also, no issue. You can log in with the mobile. You can log in with the mobile. Phone Pay also working on the operator or operator. So like no need to remember two credentials, two inputs. If you have only one, you can successfully log in. But in case of AND operator, it is not possible. We need to remember two inputs, password and Gmail. Whenever you are given the correct credentials, then only it will be login. Then only it will be login. Among those inputs, any one input is wrong, then it won't be login. It won't be login. So OR operator is for if either one condition should be true, then it will be login. Then it will be login. So clear like OR operator. Anyone have any confusion? OR operator meaning any one is like we are giving two inputs. Among those two inputs, any one is true, then we can successfully login. Meaning we can get the true. We can get the true result. But in case of AND operator, the two inputs should be true. Then only it will be login. Then only we will get the true. Then only we will get the true. Next thing is NOT operator meaning If you give the true, it will return the false. Opposite. If you give the false as input, it will return the true. Opposite. Not meaning opposite. If you give the true as the input, it will return the false. If you give the false as input, it will return the true. It is opposite. So clear, this one is clear. So the same the programs will be first will write over relational operators, and then will write over the logical operators, and then we'll get the clarity. Now I will take this file. So this is the program structure. Already you know program structure. So under the main method, I would like to take the two numbers into any number I would like to take into x is equal to 10, and I would say into y equal to 20. So first one you can see less than, and you should remember one more point also. In case of logical operators also, it will always give the boolean values only. It will always give the boolean values, meaning true or false. It might be true or it might be the false. In case of relational operators also, it will always give the boolean values only. It might be the true or it might be the false. Okay. So first operator is the less than operator. I am taking like a sysout statement, system dot out dot println, and first value is the x. First value is the x less than y. Then you can tell me the output, what the output will be here. X is holding the value is 10 and 20 is holding the value is 20. Then 10 less than or 10 less than 20. Then what will be the result here? 10 less than, I will be right here, 10 less than 20. Then you can say this is the true or false? True. So here also same, will get the true value. Next step. So I am simply copying this one. Now the second operator is less than or equals to less than or equals. So now you can tell me. So 10 less than or equal to 20. This one is true or false? True. Okay. Next, in the same way, next thing is greater than. Now in this case you can tell me x is holding the 10 and 10 is greater than 20. Is it true or false? False. In the same way, greater than or equal to y. So you can tell me now which false or true? False. Next thing, double equals to. We'll try with the double equals to. Now you can tell me this one is the true or false? 10 double equals to 20. Whenever both values are true, then it will give the true value. But here the both are different. So then here in this case also we will get the false. In this case also we will get the false. And the next thing is not equals to. So if I mention the not equals to, then you can tell me here. What will be the output? True. Why? Can anyone tell me the reason? 10 is not equal to 20. 10 is not equal to 20. So that's why. So I'm saving the file, and wherever the file is available in our folder, simply go there. There you can open the command prompt and you can compile the file and you can check cmd. I will open cmd. There itself you can java c test.java java test. Then you can see whatever the values we are expecting, the values are printed. The values are printed. So easy or difficult? Anyone have any questions in this relational operators? Only comparison. So the values are given either true or false. It will give boolean values. It will tell either true or false only. Simply you can compare with the two values and then it will tell boolean values. It will return the boolean values. Either it might be the true, either it might be the false. Either it might be the true. So easy or difficult, anyone? Okay. So can I go for the next one? So I will go for the next one. Next one is the logical operators. Logical operators also returns the boolean values only, either true or false, either true or false. So we'll try with some examples, then we'll get the clarity. So like here also I will take two variables, int a equal to, I will take some less numbers 1 and int b equal to, I have changed it. Here I have taken the x and y. In this case, I am taking the variables a and b. A and b. Now I need to compare. I need to compare the values. So how can I compare? Is I am taking boolean. Why am I taking boolean? So the logical operators always will return the boolean. So here also I am taking the boolean, and the result equal to, I will take a less than you can take number. For example, I will take the number, and if I take the end, and we can take a equal to, you can take a is holding the one value and you can take the 1. So in this case you can tell me this is the one condition, a less than, meaning 1 less than is 5. This one is the true, and here you can see a is holding 1 and here it is also having 1. So here double equals, yeah, here double equals, not single equals. Yeah, here you can see 1. This one also true. When the both conditions are true, then we will get the true. Then we will get the true. The same way I will take the sysout statement, and in that sysout statement I will take the system dot out dot println, and here I will take the result. Here I will take the result, meaning this variable I am taking, I am calling, I am returning, I am returning. So this is the in case of less than. This is the in case of AND operator, and we'll try with the OR operator. We'll try with the OR operator. For example, like I'm taking this one. So here I would like to take some other value, like a is greater than 10, and I would like to take the OR operator, and a is big, a I would say b double equal to b. Then in this case you can tell me what will be the output. In this case you can tell me 1 is greater than 10. This one is the false, and second one you can see b is true. 2 equal to 2. Here I can take the 2. Then you can say this is the true. This one is the false. This is the false and this is the true. Then what will be the result, whenever you mention, if any one input is true, then you can take the true. Then you can take the true. And the same way I will take the few examples. Then like if anyone have any confusion also, they will get the clarity. For example, the same thing I'm taking here. So I'm taking a double equals to 1 and I am taking double equals to 5. Then in this case, you can tell me the output. In this case, you can think and tell me this one is the true and here false. Then what will be the result? True. True. And in the same way, we'll try with few more examples. A is greater than 0 and B equal to in this case you can tell me A is greater than 0 and meaning 1 is greater than 0. This one is true. Okay. B is 2. 2 is equals to 2. Then true. True. So what about true and not? We'll try to understand. If I mention the true, we'll try to understand. If you see here, this is the true. If I mention the not, it will return the false. It will return the false. If I mention the not here, it will return the true. It will return the true. It will return the true. Guys, we need to practice more on the like logical and relational operators. Logical and related operators. These are very easy. So like in the beginning stage, you are like might be little not confused. So we need to practice. Okay, these are very easy actually. So we have used AND operator, we have used OR operator, we have used NOT operator, and we'll try to compile and check whatever the values, boolean values we are expecting, and those are coming or not. So Java C test.java, the file has compiled Java test. You can see first I would say 4 are true, false, true. You can cross check here. First 4 are true, false, true, false, true. So like this is nothing much here. So we need to aware when will you go for the AND operator, when will you go for the OR operator, and when will you go for the NOT operator. When will you go for the AND operator, when will you go for the OR operator, and when will you go for the NOT operator. These are very important, guys. These are very important. Relational operators is very important. Logical operators is very important and easy. So we need to practice multiple times. Then only you will get the clarity. This is the truth table. Truth table also you should remember. So I guess this table we have in the 10th syllabus. Any questions, anyone from these two topics, relational and comparison operators and logical operators? Are you guys clear with this point? You guys clear? So should I go for the next topic? Okay. So next one is the unary operator. Next one is unary operator. So guys, please concentrate. 10 minutes. This is also very important. This is also very important. If you not concentrate, you don't understand the concept. Unary operators. Unary operators. So here it will having two sections. One is increment operator and second one is the decrement operator. decrement operator. I will first thing I will write like small program on this. You know, you will get the basic the functionality of the unary operators. I will open I would like to create one file. The name I would like to give unary operators.java, unary.java. unary.java. So has open publicly, it's public class. The class name is the unary, and from here to here this is the scope of the class. And I would like to take the public static void main, and I would like to take the string args. From here to here this is the scope of the main method. This is the scope of the main method. You can see here I am taking the value int x equal to some value. I am taking 10 and some value I am taking. Here what I am doing is x is holding the value is 10. X is holding the value is 10. Here what I am doing in the sysout statement, system.out.println, what I am doing is I am saying x plus plus. I am saying x plus plus. So what will happen? We'll try to understand. So I will make the concatenation. The x value is plus plus meaning increment. Plus plus meaning increment. So like this one will compile. I am saving the file, and you know where the file is available, simply go there and control A cmd, and I would like to go java c space unary dot java. Yeah, we need to concatenation. We need to mention plus operator here. So simply go here and java c unary dot java. So the file has compiled, and you can see unary x value is 10. Okay, here you can see x is holding the value is 10. What I am doing here, I am meaning here I am getting the values, 10. Okay, the same statement I am taking, you can see here. Now what will be the output? 11. Why meaning increment value. uh, Increment value. Okay, same value I am taking. Then what will be the result? 12. And if I use the same statement, then what will be the result? 13. So I am saving the file. We'll see like the results is coming same or not. So unary.java and unary. You can see 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So if I mention the decrement, the same statement I am taking. So instead of this is the post increment. So if I mention the pre increment, then now tell me the what is the output. I'm saving this one. Now you can tell me. Hmm? Now you can tell me. Now we'll try that one. No, we'll take the less than. Now you can tell me the. Hmm? So this one we will get the clarity. Now if I take the this one. Hmm? 12, 12. So it is decreasing. So you try to understand these all the things. So it is increasing one value, it is decreasing one value, it is increasing one value, it is increasing one, decreasing one value. So in case of unary operators, you should remember increment operator, decrement operators, increment operator which is increment by 1, decrement operator which is decrement by 1. So we need to remember these things. Unary operators are we have the two categories. One is the increment operator, second one is the decrement operator. Increment operator meaning it is increased by 1, decrement operator which is decreased by 1. Unary meaning one value. So either it might be increase, either it might be decrease. This much is clear. Increment operator meaning like the value which is increased by 1, and decrement operator is the value which is decreased by 1. Again, increment operator is divided into two sections, two categories. One is the post increment, second one is the pre increment, and this one also will be divided into two sections. One is the post, second one is the pre. Okay na? Pre decrement. We'll try to understand one by one, then we'll get the clarity. First one will go with post increment. We'll go with post increment. We'll go with post increment. So here I am taking the values. First one, int a equal to, I am taking values 10, meaning a is holding the values 10. And in second statement, I am taking b equal to a plus plus, a plus plus. Then what will happen internally, we'll try to understand. What will happen internally, we'll try to understand. I will take the box, and this is the A container, this one is the A container, this one is the B container, this one is the B container. Guys, please listen. This is holding the value is, this is the A container. I'm taking different. This is the A container. This container is holding the value is, this container is holding the value is 10. This is the B container. This is the B container. This B container is holding the value A plus plus increment. Like we need to remember one shortcut at the time of post increment. This is the post increment. I will take some post increment. This is not visible actually. Post increment. So when you are using the post increment, first the value will be assigned. First the value assigned, and then value increment, and then increment. So please concentrate this one. Post increment meaning first the value assigned, meaning here A is holding the 10. Whenever you go for the post increment, A is holding the value is 10. The same value will be assigned to the B, meaning now the B is having the value is 10. Now the B is having the value is 10. So post increment meaning first the value should be assigned. This is the step number 1. And in the step number 2, then only increment. Then only increment. Meaning A will be 10 will be increased by the 11. Now instead of 10, A got stored with the value of 11. A got stored with the value of 11. So this is the internally it will happen like this. Now it will store the value like this. I will explain one more time. So unary operator meaning the value increased by 1, the value decreases by 1. Double plus meaning either the value increased by 1 or the other value decreased by 1. Unary meaning one value. Unary meaning one value. So here we will be having two sections. One is the post increment, second one is the pre increment. So we are going with post increment. So here I have taken two variables. One is a, second one is b. A is holding the value is 10, b is holding the a plus plus operator. A plus plus operator meaning a, in case like whenever you go for the post increment, we need to follow this technique. We need to by heart this technique. First ascend and then increment. First ascend and then increment. First ascend meaning a is already holding the value is 10. Is the same value, it should be assigned to the b. This is the one container. A is the one container, b is the one container. A is having the value initially 10, and at the time of post increment, whatever the way A is holding, the same value it will assign to the b. It will assign to the b. You can see b container is having 10, and then so first it will assign, it will give that value to the b. So the value are successfully given to the b, and then a value will be increased by 1. So initially it is having 10. Whenever the value is increased by 1, then the new value will be 11. Clear? Can I explain one more time? So I will explain one more time. Unary operator meaning one value. One value should be increase, one value decrease. In these sections we will be having two categories. One is the post increment, second one is the pre increment. Either you should increment after the value, should decrease, I would say increment before the value. So if you see post increment, it is having two values, int a equal to 10, int b equal to a plus operator. So at the time of post increment, we need to follow this technique. What is the technique? First assign. First assigning, already a is having one value, that is the 10. Whatever the value is a is having, it should be give that value to the b. It will give that value to the b. After then only the value will be increased. We need to follow these two steps. Whatever the value already a is holding, that value should be assigned to the b. After that it will be increased. After that it will be increased. Now the a value, I would say a value will be increased to 11. Increased to 11. Confuse anyone? Hmm? Huh? So this one I will write the example. For example, the same. Now I would like to take the int y value. Int y equal to x plus plus x plus plus x plus plus. Now what I am doing? System dot out dot println y. Println y. Now you can tell me what will be the result. What will be the x value? So in this case, x value is 10. X value is 10, and y value is also 10. Y value first initially x value is the 10, y value is also 10. After that we are increasing the one value. Then what will happen? A value will be, x value will be changed to 11. Changed to 11. So this is the technique we should remember at the time of post increment. This value will be increased by 11. So now the x value is the 11. X value is the 11. Y value is the 10. Clear? Post increment. So I will go for pre increment. next one I will go with pre-increment. So here the same I will take int. Here we have taken a. Here I will take the x equal to. I would like to take some other we'll take with some 20 and int y equal to plus plus x. Why? Because this is the pre-increment. 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 Meaning what will happen internally is, so first it will created one box, that is the one container. This is the one container. Here the container name is. Here the container name is. Here the container name is. This container name is x. This container name is y. This container is holding the value is 20. Okay. This container is holding the value is 20. First increment and then assign. Pre-increment meaning first assign and then first increment and then assign the value. So the same technique I am using here. X is holding the value is 20. X is holding the value is 20 and y is increment pre-increment meaning first increase and then that value is assigned to y. Now it is having the value is 21 and x is having the value is 20. Pre-increment meaning we need to remember this box, then only you will get the clarity. You need to remember this box. Pre-increment meaning, so the x is holding the value is 20 and y we need to pre-increment. First it will be increase and then that value will give to, and then that value is gives to y variable. Now the y is holding the value is 21. Clear? So I will try with this one with one example. The same here I would like to take system.out.println system.out. I will take this one auto-read, and here I would like to take int a equal to some example. I will take the 20 and int b equal to plus plus a plus plus a. Then if I print the b, then you will get the result is 21. Why? Because it is pre-increase. It will first increment and then value will be assigned to the b. Then value will be assigned to the b. So in the same way, we'll try to understand about the post decrement and post increment. So that is also similar like this only, but the value will be decreased by 1. So I will go for this much is clear. Increment operator is having two sections. One is the post increment, second one is the pre increment. In the same way, decrement operator also have the two sections. If you understand the increment operator, then you know you will get easily understand about the decrement operator. It is also having same post and pre, and we'll try to understand one by one. We'll try to understand one by one. Post decrement. So here also I am taking any two values, int x equal to some 10 value and int y equal to x minus minus x minus minus. This is the post decrement. So we need to follow the technique is first assign first ascend, and then decrement, and then decrement. So if you can see, the diagram should be like this. This is the container, and this is the container. This container is holding the value is this is the x value, this is the holding value is 10, and this is the y value. So the first the value it should be assigned, meaning first it should be 10, and then x value should be decreased by 1. X value should be decreased by 1. Now the value is 9. Now the value is 9. In the same way, in case of post pre-decrement also, if I go for the like pre-decrement also, if I go for the pre-decrement also, the same scenario. For example, here I would like to take int a equal to 10. I would say int b equal to 20, and here what the technique you should remember. First increment, I would say this is the decrement. First decrement, first decrement, and then assign, and then assign. You need to follow this technique. So here I would like to take the two boxes. Those are the two containers. This is the one container, this is the one container. This container name is, this container name is a, it is holding the value 10. This container name is b. So first decrement, first decrement meaning, so it will first decrease the value. B is already, here we need to mention the value is minus minus 10, minus minus a, minus minus a, meaning here we will get the first decrement, meaning directly we will get the value is 9. We will get the value is 9. B equal to minus minus a. This is the statement. Okay, clear? This much is clear. These all are also very very important. Unary operators is the very very important and easy. So we need to remember this technique. Whenever the post increment, the value the first assign and then increment, and in case of pre increment, the first increment and then assign. So the same structure we follow in case of decrement also. First value assign and then decrement, and the first value decrement and then assign, and then assign. So I will go try with the programs, and so here we see we have initialized the value with the 10, and we are doing the post increment. Then the y value will get the 11. The y value will get the 11. If you see here, int a is holding the value is 20, b is holding the pre-decrement, so here we will get the 21. So in the same case, I would like to take post decrement and pre-decrement also. Here I would like to take int I equal to some value 10, and int j equal to I minus minus, I minus minus. Then in this case, what the value will get? System dot out dot println. If I mention the j, then what will be the result? So post meaning first it will initialize, first it will assign, first it will assign, then it will decrease. So in the same way, we'll try with pre-decrement also. So here I would like to take int p equal to some value is 10, and int q equal to minus minus p, minus minus p. In this case, what will be the result? System dot out dot println. In this case, what will be the result? Q. Pre meaning the value should be decrease before assigning the value itself. before assigning the value. So the same file, I'm saving the file. Yeah. So we need to write. Um, J. Yeah, 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 yeah. Where is 9? First the value will be initialized. So this is the where is 10. So I'm saving the file, and I'm going here, and the program, I would say we need to compile Java C, and the space unary, I would say dot test.java. The file has successfully compiled Java and unary, and you can check 10, 10, 21, 10, 9. You can see the same 10, 21, 10, 9. This one, uh, uh, post decrement meaning first the value should be assigned. You should remember this one, should by heart these two lines. Whenever you see the post word, should strike these two statements. Post meaning first assign and then increment. Post meaning first assign and then decrement and then increment. In case of post decrement also, first assign and decrement. First assign and decrement. So here also what we are doing, whatever the value I is holding, the same value we are assigning to j. The same value we are assigning to j. Wherever you see the post word, should remember these two. First assignment, first assignment, first assign, and then increment, and then increment. So if you want, like if I print the like I, then you will get the 9 value. For example, system dot out dot println. Now you will get the 9 value. You will get the 9 value. You will get the 9 value. Why? Because so I is initially holding the 10 value, and after this in the second statement, whatever the I is holding, that value is I is assigned to the j. Now the j is holding the value is 10, and after the assigning the value, I is post decrement. Now the value will be changed like to 9. The value will be changed to 9. So we can observe here unary dot java, and then we'll get, so see 10 9 10 9. So please practice on multiple programs on this. You will get the clarity. You should remember this technique. Whenever you get the post word, then you should remember first assign, first increment. Here also same. Whenever you get the post, you can remember these two statements: first assign and first assignment. Whenever you get the like pre, then you can remember like this: first increment and then assign. Here also first increment and first decrement and then assign. You should remember whenever you get the post, you should remember these two words. And whenever you get the pre, and you then you will get the I would say in first increment and then assign. Clear this one? We need to practice multiple programs on unary operators. Unary operators is very easy. You need to practice on this one. We'll get the clarity. Okay. Any confusion, anyone? Okay. Should I go for the next operators? So remaining two operators are, one is the new operator, second one is the dot operator. Second one is the dot operator. One is the new operator. So new is the like symbol which is used to create the object, which is used to create the objects. So at the time of now we can should know new is the keyword, and this is the one operator. With the help of this operator we can create the objects. We can create the objects. So we need to remember theoretical. At the time of creation object and class, at that level we will get the clarity about the new. At the clear, new is the operator. With the help of new operator we can able to create the objects. Like I will, at the time of there we will get the clarity, but normally I will show you the example how it should be. Public, this is the class, and the class name is the test. From here to here, this is the scope of test class. So I want to reuse this class. How can I reuse? I need to create. I need to create object for this class. So how can I create the object for this class? With the help of new operator. New, if I mention the test, if I mention the test, now I have successfully created the object. With the help of new operator, we can successfully create the object. This is the class name. This is the new operator. With the help of new operator, we can create the objects. New test. If I mention like this, so object got created. Where the objects got stored in the JVM? Heap memory, heap area. So whenever you mention the new keyword, the JVM will allocate memory for this object. Clear? Whenever you mention the new keyword, then automatically one object got created and the JVM will allocate some memory to this variable, some memory to this object, to this object. So new is the very important operator which is used to create the objects, which is used to create the objects. Okay. So at the time of like class and object, we know you will get clear. First, theoretically, you should be aware of the new keyword. Okay. The next thing is dot operator. What does it mean by dot operator? We'll try to understand. Dot. You can say dot operator. The main purpose of dot operators, which is used to access the members, class members. For example, if you see, we can access the class members. For example, we are writing the system.out.println, system.out.println. What does it mean by dot meaning? Is there any meaning or what? Dot is the operator actually. Here also dot is the operator. What here the dot is doing? What the dot is doing? System is the predefined class. Within the system, it is having the class member like it is the class always defines with variables and methods. If you want to access, if you want to access the class methods and variables, you can access with the help of dot operator. With the help of dot operator. With the help of dot operator. So out is available and out is available within the system class. How we are accessing? With the help of dot operator. With the help of dot operator. So dot operator which is used to access the class members, class members, class members like variables and methods and all. So out and println. Println is the method which is available under the system class. How we are accessing? With the help of dot operator. With the help of dot operator. So basically the main purpose of dot operator which is used to access the class members, which is used to access the class members, which is used to class accessing the class members. I will show you some programs. Wherever you go, dot operator is used to access the class members. For example, I will show some examples. We'll get the clarity how the data operator use cases. I'm opening my IntelliJ. You can see this program. We can see this program. Scheduler is the predefined class actually. Scheduler is the predefined class. I will show you here. You can see scheduler. This is the class. How will you recognize this is the class? We need to naming convention. So the word, the first character should be the uppercase, and with the help of @ reference, we are calling the predefined class. We are calling the predefined. If you see here, scheduler, this is the scheduler. Scheduler is the predefined class, and we are storing the scheduler in this object. This is the object. This is object. We are using this object in this program. So this object is holding whatever the methods and whatever the variables having within this class. Now the object is having all the variables and methods. All the variables and methods. See guys, I will tell here. For example, one class is having multiple methods. So this is the test class. This is the test class. This test class is having methods like M1 method. From here to here, this is the M1 method, M2 method, and M3 method, and M4 method also. So the class can contain any number of methods. Now I am creating the objects. When I am creating the object, now this object holding all the methods. It is, I would say, when I am creating the object, this object is holding all the methods. This object is I am storing with one reference variable. This reference variable data type is the test. Now this reference variable is holding all the methods. So I am simplifying my code. So instead of this entire the code, I have written one file. All the file code I am storing with only one container. Now this P is holding all the methods. It is holding the M1 method. It is holding the M2 method. It is holding the M3 method. It is holding the M4 method. So among all of the methods, I want to use the M2 method. How can I use uh, P dot M2? Dot meaning accessing whatever the methods are available under the class, whatever the methods are available under the variable, we are accessing. Accessing meaning we are calling. We are calling. We are invoking. We are invoking that method. P dot M2. P dot M2. So dot operator which is used to invoke, or access the class members. Access the class members. For example, in the IDs also, like if you mention the dot, if you press the control spacebar, it will give the suggestions. What are the methods are available under the like that reference variable? It will give the suggestions. Okay. Now you should remember like the theoretical part. Dot is used to access the class members. So in this way, in this level, you can remember like dot operator. At the time of like class and variable, you will get the clarity. Okay. So these are the operators. So in these operators, we have covered in the last session arithmetic operators, and assignment operators, and third one is the relational operators, relational, and we can say this is the comparison operator also, comparison, and logical, and unary. Next one, new operator, and dot operator. So anyone have any queries among these one? Arithmetic, assignment, relational, logical, unary, new, dot. These concepts are very easy actually. We need to practice. I will share the assignments and I will share the notes as well related to it. I will share in the group. So please go through it. I will share the assignments also. Please go through it, do the assignment, and you can share in the group. If you got stuck somewhere while doing the task, take the screenshot, you can ping me. So with the screenshot also I can easily identify where you got stuck. So I will stop the live session, where the session